Okay, so now that we've modeled most of our guy, we're actually going to saw him in half. Eventually we're going to model one side, or mirror, sorry, one side onto the other side so that he'll be perfectly even and we don't have any differences in how we've extruded. I'm in face mode right now. I'm going to select half of him and press delete, and that's going to delete half his body. If we look in here, he's going to be hollow. There we go, he's nice and see-through, and you can even see through his little arm here. So I want to add some more loops. That's going to help create, give me more geometry to model with, and also provide some bend points for animation. I'm going to add a belly loop, and to do that I'm going to go into Edit Mesh, Insert Edge Loop, and this is going to insert an edge all the way around the model where I'm clicking. I select a perpendicular line or edge to where I want to cut, and I'm going to insert edge loop. Let's look at what that does. That inserts all the way around just like that. The next edge loop I want to insert is for his elbow, so I'm going to find where his elbow would be and pop an edge loop in there, and again that's going to give us a loop all the way around. I want to add one down the entire arm, so I'm going to grab right here and I'm going to position it appropriately, and I may need to move some of those points. Let me undo that, Command Z, and see if it'll work better from over here. Not loving it. Try from the tip of the hand. I may just need to adjust some of those points. That might just be what it is. I'm going to get it centered down here. Yeah, not bad. It's pretty okay. I may want to bring these down later when I'm cleaning up my model. Depending on the scaling that you did on the arm, yours might be perfectly centered. And I'm just going to fill with it one more time. So you can see like how where you select kind of has some influence on where the edges are. And I'm actually going to go ahead and just center those up a little bit by grabbing the vertices. I'm going to get in my select tool here, W, grab the vertice and just kind of move it up. I might actually grab both at the same time, front and back, to ensure that they are perfectly even. And put that in the middle, and then grab that guy and that guy and put that in the middle as well. Alright, there we go. So that's all the way around the arm. Oops, let's get these guys too. There we go. So now I'm going to add one through the body. So I'm going to go back into my previous tool, and I'm going to add one, not there, I'm going to add it right along here. And you know what, I'm going to go ahead and go in front view because I want to make sure I exactly see what I'm doing. So I'm going to go for the middle, and there we go. Now we only really want it on the body. We're going to need to remove it off the head. So to do that, we want to make sure we're in edge mode, and I'm going to go to Q to get my selection tool and click away. Zoom in, and just going to grab these lines here and remove them off of the head. I'm just hitting the delete key to do this. You can shift select them all and then delete, or you can go one at a time. We'll add some more geometry to the face and to the head in the future. Alright, so now that loop just goes around from the neck down. So I want to enter the split polygon tool. I want to give him some more geometry up under here where the chin is going to be. The way to do that is to go into object mode and hold down shift and click on your object. Or right click on your object rather. And split polygon. You have two options, and in the Maya 2015 you have the interactive split tool, or the multi-cut tool. So they moved to the interactive split in 2014 and then to the multi-cut in 2015. With the split polygon, I'm going to add point here, here, and here, but it's not letting me. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to press enter and then go back to undo. Go back into the tool. So we need to change some of these tool settings so that it'll let us do what we want. I'm going to have to change the snapping tolerance to 25. And uncheck split only from edges, because it was, as you saw, only wanted to go from edge to edge. This is going to let me go into the center. So let's give it another go. I'm going to go here, the middle, and try to find the point here. Excellent. And corner, whoops. So I'm going to press enter and undo. So you have to do the 3 pieces separately. So 1, 2, 3, enter. And then we want to go Q, or sorry, G, not Q. And then 1, 2, and make sure it's snapped, and enter. And that gives us some geometry here. Now, not really liking how I've got that, so I'm going to change it just a little bit. I'm going to undo my last one and go ahead and go to G here and click here and click there. And that's okay. We'll probably end up moving that around a little bit. We can move that point. I'm going to press enter, go ahead and move right here. I'm going to grab the vertex here. I'm just going to shift it down a little bit. Give it a little bit more. There we go. Yeah, that's looking better. Alright, so that's going to give us a nice model. Okay. So now we've got the geometry that we want to use, and it's up to us to shape our character to make it look less like a box. So if we go into smooth shading, you can kind of see how it's going to smooth it out, but he's still got a very boxy look to him. So it's up to us to take these box forms and give it more of a human feel. And then in the next chapter, we'll be moving on to inserting additional geometry and working on the face. So in the next film, I'm going to clean him up a little bit, and that'll be our last lesson for chapter 3.